serfs.
And who was this that was doing the beating up?
They were, I can't know any names, they were, they were officers from that army, for that army unit which were there, and they were disguising, not in officers' uniform, just in the regular uniforms. And so they did their things. They did that, the beatings and other anti-Semitic. Always when they were marching on the street or singing anti-Semite songs, like Erger, Berger, Schoßberger, Minden Zsidó Gazember, but it is in Hungarian. It's always they were singing on the street.
What does that mean?
That mean it's just it's a rhyme. It rhymes. That means Berger and Gazember means a criminal. That each Jew is a criminal.
So what were you doing at this time? You were a young boy.
That's even though they didn't beat me up, but I suffered because my father came in such a very, 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 very bad situation where he never recovered from that. He was always afraid that something. When he saw the uniform, he just was scared.
And did your family try and make arrangements to get out of Hungary, or what happened?
No, because that didn't take long. It didn't take long because that army, I don't know, in a year or 2 or 3, they moved out. Maybe in 1921, they moved to, because the Serbs they were evacuated Hungarian. That places, that page, so the army take place in. And after that, even there were anti-Semitic organizations, but officially there was no anti-Semitism, so the things quiet down, especially by us, because there was no soldiers anymore, so the whole thing, he got away, wasn't anymore.
So what do you remember next? What was happening with anti-Semitism? When was the next time you felt it?
The next time was in 1933, when Hitler came let's see, that he became the head of the government in Germany, became the Reichskanzler. And this had this impact of Hungarian, because there was a doctor with his name Dr. Mühl, and he was organizing the youth, the German youth, the Swedish youths, that they are not Hungarian, they are Volksdeutsche. That means, how do you call Volksdeutsch? Who belongs to the Dutch nation, German national, not a Hungarian. And because was Hitler, so the so-called anti-Semite doctrine was included in this. So the youths started to get anti-Semite, and they were also in the school, in gymnasium. There were such Germans who beat up the Jewish students. That was in the first time. And then actually later on, in 1938, they started to bring the so-called the Jewish law. That means like they had in Germany, all restrictions in jobs, restrictions in handle, restrictions in exports, everywhere. Because the most the commercial were always in Jewish hand, and so they wanted to take it away. To Aris, they called it arising, Aria. Everything should go in Christian hand, in non-Jewish hand.
What happened to your father's business then?
My father's business was just like in 1938, they took away all possibilities to do the business. So then we tried if we tried to get such new new merchants, Christian merchants, because they didn't know how to do the business. So we do it for them naturally for we get our pay for it for that.
You had to sign the business over to them?
No, that's no. They had their business of them. There was not such a business that you give it all. This was a business which you bought merchandise and sold merchandise. There was nothing to take away. So they had their own, their own license, and we with their license. That's was until 1944 or 1943, because all the way in the army we had to stop. We couldn't do anything anymore.
When did...
I get in army in 1941.
Okay. Did you know what was going on in Poland at that time?
Yeah, we did know. We did know, because there were people taken away also from our town. Now they said they are not Hungarian citizens, and they took them away and they killed them there. And we heard the story from people who were there. We were participating. I don't know if they did, but they did know about what's happened there. That the young officers were just taking the Jews and shooting them with
And when you went in the army, where did you go?
I was referred to sex art.
Now you met your wife,
Hmm?
right? You became engaged to your wife at this time?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So there was a wedding in the family, in my family, and my wife came to that wedding. On that occasion, we get know each other, and then we decided we liked each other, and when we decided that when the right time will come, we getting married. And so we get engaged, and because of the worsening times, always worse and worse, and so especially Peter and I was taking away, was no chance to get married, so it was put off for a later date. But we are everybody, every Jew is an optimist, and it would get better. It would get better. It wouldn't take. Nobody would think that it would have that very tragic end. What it was. So that there we get another, and thanks God we came back, and so we had to get married and to have a family.
So